afternoon, everyone, and welcome. I'm Karen Ball. I'm Head of Investment in the Midlands for the Department for International Trade in the UK, and I'm really pleased to be able to speak to you today about the whole battery ecosystem and the automotive industry in the UK. So I will start. The UK has a significant R&D budget in the automotive sector, and this is increasingly being directed towards electric vehicle technology and batteries. The UK is well known for its innovation, from the first telephones to Rolls-Royce cars to the invention of the drug ibuprofen. But along with being the 5th largest economy in the world, we're now recognised for our ease of doing business, our business-friendly laws, and our fair and open regulatory system. Despite everything else happening in the world today, the UK government is firmly committed to achieving net zero carbon emissions by 2050 and has set up funds to support a green recovery. This places green jobs at the heart of our economic growth following the pandemic, of course. The government's 10-point plan here is really a plan for a green industrial revolution. It's that fundamental, along with grand challenges in some important areas. So we want to get to that net zero, and part of that will be all new cars and vans to be effectively zero emission 40. So even before we get to the full net zero for the rest of the country. So it's a very aggressive plan. And that rapid and tangible progress is going to only come by rolling out those electric vehicles rapidly, efficiently, and making clean growth and future mobility front and centre of the government agenda. And along with that 10-point plan, we have the grand challenges that I just mentioned. So they're around ageing society, the clean growth and future mobility, of course, and AI and data, which really is quite well interlinked to the whole mobility and clean growth agendas. I think, nevertheless, we all know that making batteries is an energy-intensive process. So we're also decarbonising our grid at a significant pace, and in fact, faster than anywhere else in Europe. So let's look a little at our automotive sector, which is obviously why we're all here, really. So we're in the top 5 of the Global Innovation Index, and we've been a proud car-producing nation since the invention of the automobile. Today, 80% of our cars are exported to global markets, including, of course, India. Many of these are premium luxury vehicles. They will require big batteries with a really fast electric vehicle battery solution to really get us to where we need to be. We have a competitive industry, keeping everything in sharp focus, but the Automotive Council provides joined up leadership between the automotive industry and the UK government. So there is, in fact, already a good level of collaboration amongst stakeholders, and a small number of those stakeholders appear on this slide here. And so moving on a little, the heart of the UK's automotive industry, which is the Midlands, the region that I represent. This is also the heart of the UK, as you can see on this map. And the automotive industry is concentrated particularly in the west of the region. It's home to significant original equipment manufacturers, highly integrated supply chains, and in fact, a whole ecosystem around rail, automotive, and aerospace exists. So those are all key sectors in the race to net zero, and key sectors that all actually require battery or power innovation in some form, of course. And we recognise that our future mobility industries are undergoing nothing less than a revolution that I've already mentioned. And this will be innovation and R&D led. The lithium-ion batteries in production today will change significantly in the future. Cost, weight, and energy density are vital considerations, and we're looking at everything across the board, from fundamental chemistry to optimizing battery packs and cell formats. And our R&D environment is leading the way in all of this, and that should be a factor in your decision making about your future business with the UK. We have a very successful ecosystem for innovation. 20 major automotive R&D sites, from Ford at Dunton in the southeast of the country to Gaydon, which is Jaguar Land Rover's R&D powerhouse right here in the Midlands. There are 35 production sites available to test all the theories, and 14 public-private partner organisations which support the research and technology work, and with talent supplied by 18 of the world's top 100 universities. There are huge numbers of masters and PhD students working on this agenda in the UK. So cross-sector R&D is supported at government level through its industrial strategy and government-supported organisations like Innovate UK. Public funds have gone into places like the Advanced Propulsion Centre and the Office for Low Emission Vehicles, which work on vehicle R&D and deployments, while the Faraday Institute and the UK Battery Industrialisation Centre are practical organisations looking to support initiatives and invest in advanced R&D in battery technology with individual companies. To speak a little about some of our world-class research facilities. So we have the National Automotive Innovation Centre, and one that is, I just mentioned, that is very important in the Midlands region is UK BIC, so the UK Battery Industrialisation Centre. This is based in Coventry, the birthplace of the UK's automotive industry, in fact, and it's going to enable industry via open access to scale up and commercialise advanced technologies for the development and manufacture of batteries. While its initial focus is on automotive, its ability to work across sectors to support the entire UK supply chain and provide a bridge from innovation to validating prototypes on a large scale is going to be really important. And we also have the Manufacturing Technology Centre, and this is a high value, one of our many high value manufacturing catapults, which develop manufacturing processes and technologies with companies in real world test environments. Chemical supply chain is, of course, vital to battery production. Some people say that you're not actually making a battery, really, you're just cooking up a lot of chemicals. So some of the companies on this slide are highly relevant to the production of batteries in the UK, and already, in fact, have significant market share in the global battery supply chain. Key materials make up around 60% of the value of the battery cell. We believe that the UK has the building blocks for a supply chain that can support any scale of battery cell manufacture within these shores. So, for example, to companies, Vale is the largest nickel cobalt manufacturer in the world, and it has the second largest refinery in Europe, located in the UK, manufacturing high purity nickel powder, and its products are used globally in batteries. Then there's JM, which is a global market leader in a number of battery chemistries, and it's also headquartered in the UK. And P66, the largest synthetic needle coke producer globally, and its UK facility is the only large-scale operation of its kind in Europe. So we're already very well set up. So I'm just going to now speak a little about the Midlands region. You can see here it speaks for itself. The long list of capability that we have going back has been built up by generations, and that will now obviously take into a new era with electric vehicles, and in fact connected and autonomous vehicles. They're also a huge part of what's happening in the Midlands. But Birmingham and the Midlands will provide you a warm welcome this year, especially, always, but especially this year, as we will be hosting millions of visitors in July, when we will be running the Commonwealth Games. And that is going to take place from the 28th of July to the 8th of August, primarily in Birmingham. And that will be your chance to put your company on the world stage and partner with the Midlands region. And to find out more about all of that and the automotive strengths in the region and the UK, please visit the UK virtual booth and speak to our DIT representatives about collaborating with the UK and taking advantage of the various opportunities in the Midlands and elsewhere. And you'll also be able to find out about the free support available to you on your journey to working with us. They will also speak to you individually and provide bespoke presentations if required. Thank you.